Hello Audiophile! Today, the X-Root channel team will show you how to easily make high-quality, HiFi or high-end class power cable for your audio system. Just do it yourself and get the best bang for the buck. This cable will not only give you the best power delivery for your active subwoofer, DAC or integrated stereo amplifier, but it will also look great and you already know it. Part of the great sounding is due to Audiophile placebo effect. To make this EU Schuko IEC power plug, as always, you will need some DIY tools to get the job done. You also need to buy the main components: expandable braided sleeving to give the cable the design of your choice and improve the physical properties and the lifetime of the cable, free design flight. The other essential component is the power cable, which will supply your HiFi or high-end gear with power. Our choice in favor of the 3x1.5 square millimeter cross-section electric power cable with shield layer. You'll still need connectors to fit to the cable. The specific pair costs around $15. These are EU, but you might need UK or USA type. Take a small length of insulating tape and wrap it around the end of your power cable, so it doesn't interfere with the expandable braided sleeving installation. Otherwise, the sleeving will tear. Mark on the cable how long you will need it. Now you can put the braided sleeving of your choice on top. The process is not difficult, but it's tricky and it takes time. Put the sleeving on top, almost up to the mark on the cable. Pinch off the cable at the previously marked length. Disassemble your Schuko plug to know how long the cable needs to be. Also unscrew the screws securing the cable, so you can get the cable through. Use a sharp paper knife to remove the outer insulation of the cable. If your chosen cable has a metal sock, untangle it so you can twist it into a single conductor. Remove the next insulation to get to the center conductor. Then twist the shield wires into a single conductor. For the center conductor, remove the outer insulation. The result should be 3 main conductors and a shield conductor if your cable has one. This cable does not have the traditional color marking of blue, brown, yellow, green, so you will need to use a multimeter. Cut off 2 heat shrink tubings and stretch them larger to fit easily on the cable. Pull the expandable braided sleeving to the end of the cable. Put 1 tubing on the cable and put the outer part of the plug over the top and put the heat shrink tubing prepared earlier on the top of the sleeving. Pinch out the disintegrated ends of the braided sleeving and burn the ends so that they do not fall apart so easily. Now it is important to neatly stretch the sleeving away from the end of the cable so that it is neatly stretched and fits well. Then put the heat shrink tubing on top. This will give you an extra hold to the sleeving so that it does not run off. Here it is important to put the heat shrink tubing on top, which is smaller in size but stretched larger. This gives a tighter hold. Link together the yellow-green wire with the shield core wire. Then put all the wires inside the connector mounts. Foremost, the yellow-green wire with the shield core we put in the ground terminal. The brown wire is phase or live, and the blue is neutral. As our wire does not have these last 2 colors, then put these wires as you want. The second connector will be combined correctly. Tighten all 3 screws, holding the wires very tight so that there is excellent contact. Slide the outer closing part of the connector over the top and screw it in tightly. Lastly, tighten the last screws holding the cable, but not too tightly so that the cable does not get torn. Congratulations, one end is done. Pinch the sleeving next to the connector itself and pull it neatly to the other end of the cable. You can do it several times to make sure it is tight. Cut the excess sleeving off so the outer insulation can be removed and the cable can be prepared for the connector installation. Prepare the cables in the same way as we did at the other end. Nothing different. To avoid making a short circuit, you have to put the wires in the correct order on the other connector. If you have the wires color-coded for the cable, it's easy. Green with yellow is ground, brown is phase or live, blue is neutral. Now using a multimeter, you need to find out which of the black wires is phase, so that the phase is at the correct terminal at the both ends of the wire. Then put the wires in the connector according to the correct wire layout and screw them in properly. Then, from the first screw connector, neatly pull the braided sleeving to the side of the newly screwed plug. Do this several times. Slide the heat shrink tubing previously applied onto the end of the cable and melt it to lock the braided sleeving in place. Then slide the outer part of the connector on top and screw it together, neatly but with feelings, as the plastic can tear easily. Finally, tighten the screws securing the cable, but with feelings, so as not to squeeze the cable too hard. Before you connect this nice quality cable to your expensive audio equipment, we still recommend that you check it with multimeter that everything is connected correctly, because even the best make mistakes, and you don't want to burn your HiFi setup, because then where are you gonna listen to that new Justin Bieber song? Checking with multimeter is simple. Turn it on in resistance mode and check if any pins aren't short-circuiting, phase to phase, neutral to neutral, and ground to ground. If everything checks out okay, then congratulations, you have made your own high-quality power cable for audio system. Such a cable will cost at least 3 times more to buy, and it will not be your own custom design and adjusted to the length you need. As always, thanks for watching to the end. Don't forget to hit that like button so that our TechScrew team will shake up for another good audio DIY video. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to post them in comments. And some of the products will be linked in the description. Bye, and may your HiFi rig sound perfect.